Hey, everybody, Off the Mic Sports Network here. Another edition of Off the Top Rope. Saturday night's main event. I talked about, just the viewing experience. Let's talk about some of the stuff that happened on the show. Um, let's start with how the show started with the tag match between Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins against Sami Zayn and CM Punk. A twist ending at the end of this thing that was actually, shockingly great. Not what I had on my bingo card. Bronson Reed, big Bronson Reed, after being out since November, um, comes in and helps Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker win the match and join what is now he's now the, I guess, the third or the fourth man. So the one common thing that I saw on the internet in regards to this, man, it doesn't make any sense because Bronson Reed killed Seth Rollins for most of 2024. Hang on a second. There is some meaning to this. Number one, this totally fits Seth Rollins' character. Seth Rollins is now a vindictive and an ego guy who is going to do whatever he can to be on top with this new Paul Heyman alliance. That's why he has Bron Breakker. Now he's got another big hoss in his corner, and he knows more than anybody what Bronson Reed is capable of. So unleashing that guy on his mortal enemy, his worst enemy, the guy he hates more than anybody in the world, CM Punk, makes all the fucking sense in the world, despite what happened last year. This totally fits the new Seth Rollins character. The other thing, a lot of people are forgetting this. CM Punk in kayfabe and in real life is the reason Bronson Reed broke his foot. If you remember that spot at Survivor Series, he pulled Roman Reigns off of the table where Bronson Reed was going to go for a tsunami off the cage through the table. Bronson Reed ended up breaking his foot, which was an unfortunate accident. I hope they weave that into the story as part of the reason why this happened, because that would make a ton of sense. So from a storyline perspective, a shock perspective, this match was a lot of fun, aside from all the ad breaks, which you guys already know I was really pissed off about. So it's just, this was about as good of a move as you could possibly make, because, hey, anybody who's going to be aligned with Paul Heyman in this trio is going to be a made man. And you guys know better than anybody how I feel about Bronson Reed. They have done an amazing job in the last year of making that guy feel like a big fucking deal. So this was a great piece of business to start the show. And for all those people who are just going to rip apart this, from a perspective of this, Seth and Bronson hated each other. And, but guys, it's basically been about 6-7 months. Like I said, CM Punk took what was supposed to be Seth Rollins' spot in that War Games match. And CM Punk is the reason Bronson Reed had to miss WrestleMania. He's the reason he had to sit out. He broke his foot because of him. Whether that was planned or not, you can weave that into the storyline. And then from a Seth Rollins perspective, this makes all the fucking sense in the world. From a Paul Heyman set, it makes all the sense in the world. They are trying to ruin and kill effectively CM Punk and make the battle for him to get what he wants harder than ever. So this is going to build to Roman Reigns inevitably returning as part of this reluctant alliance with him and Punk to go after Seth and Bron and Bronson. Like this was a great piece of business. And despite what any of you might think, this made all the fucking sense in the world. It really did, because now you've got Bronson Reed to do crazy tsunamis. Seth Rollins knows better than anybody what Bronson Reed is capable of after he got a tsunami to death over the summer last year. That led to their great feud near the tail end of last year. And then, like I said, Seth has had a character change. This fits who he is as now basically the hitman mob boss of this new trio. It gives Bronson Reed a new avenue as to really elevate him as a star for everybody who loves Bronson Reed and what he's capable of as a big man. This is a great way to reintroduce him. He does a lot of big moves, a lot of crazy things. Him and Bronson, I think, together as the two heavies in front of Seth Rollins is really, I didn't have it on my bingo card, but the more I talk this out, it feels like the best possible outcome. Everybody was expecting Sami Zayn to turn on CM Punk, which I didn't think made a whole hell of a lot of sense at this stage in the game. Like, I mean, you could have had Roman Reigns return in that spot. But to have the third man happen in this spot in a big way, somebody who we didn't expect. I didn't expect Bronson Reed to come back maybe for another month or so. So good to see him back. This was a good piece of business. This was a great way to start the show. Again, aside from all of the bullshit that was going on from a production perspective, this was good. This was fine. So I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. For anybody who's trying to knock it down, is an idiot because you don't understand the fundamentals of evolutions of storytelling and things change. And then, like I said, I hope that that little element, I didn't even think about this before I hit record on this. CM Punk's the reason Bronson Reed got hurt. That's a fact. Go back and watch that match. You remember, he broke his foot because CM Punk saved Roman Reigns, pulled him off the table, and Bronson Reed landed wrong, which was unfortunate, but you can weave that into the story. It makes all the sense in the world. Enjoy it. I mean, like I said, if you're going to be mad about the production stuff like I have, you can. But this was honestly the best thing that happened on the show on Saturday night's main event. We'll have a lot more coming from it. Thanks so much to everybody who subscribed here. We're at around 1,300. I haven't even checked the subscribers since I hit record, but we're right around 1,300. It's really amazing. Anybody of you who wants to just dismiss, hey, man, you're not like JD from New York. Guys, I'm not trying to be those guys. Those guys have been doing this for a lot longer than me. I'm grateful for the people who come in here and want to have an honest opinion and an honest discussion. If I can even get to half of what him, Solomon Monster, and all these other people have gotten, I'm doing okay. So I appreciate y'all. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.